Waukegan's a very special place for us. This is where I was born, where I was raised. And so when I say there's no place like home, Waukegan's what I'm talking about. This is where my kids go to school, where my family's at, where my friends are at.
I've been teaching in Waukegan since 2005. I love our community, I love our students. And as a first-generation immigrant, I feel the connection between so many of our families and some of the real challenges they face. Many of our families are working very, very hard just to survive, which implies that many of the virtues of family have been lost. And the truth is that there are other challenges our young people face every day right here in our city.
Yeah, and our church is very close, walking distance actually, to one of the high school campuses here in Waukegan, as well as to the middle schools. And so that gives us a great opportunity to reach these kids, reach these families, as literally every day they're walking past our church doorsteps.
When we started our church, we knew from the get-go that we wanted to work with children and students, and that was our main priority. It's no secret that there have been some great challenges for young people here, and we've seen so many great resources come up. But there's still so much work to be done. For us, we've done a good job in developing a great children's ministry here at our church, and it's growing and developing into an even stronger ministry. But there's been this sense of just doing more.
And I remember one time we did this leadership exercise where we had to map out the assets of our church. And one of the things our church actually has is that we have this old white house that's been gutted out, and it's really just been sitting there for a while. And I remember in this exercise, we had to take things like the White House and other assets and write them down on an index card. And with those different assets, we had to develop programming that would help our area. And so for the first time, I was challenged to think about this house in a new perspective. And after a while, my wife and I began to think, and we began to talk. And I remember saying things like, what if we turn this home into a place where students and families could grow, where they could come and learn and find community and family. And so after a while, we felt it was God really moving us to action. And I remember also speaking to a local pastor, and that local pastor told me one time, Alex, you don't want to get to the point where you're going to be walking past this house for 10 years, and it's still just sitting there. I remember that after that conversation, the Church of Today project was born.
Hey guys, welcome to the White House. Let's go in for a tour. All right, as you can see, we have a little bit of work to do, but just imagine with me walking into the house and walking into our family room. Here in this room, we will gather as a community, as a family. We'll have game night, movie night, just a place to hang out and kick it. It's gonna be so much fun, I promise. Now, let's check out the dining room. Here in this space, the kids of the neighborhood will be able to come and talk, laugh, and eat together. When I imagined this space, I saw a big, huge table right here. This space will be open and free and safe to talk about our day, to talk about things that are happening at home and in their lives. And to me, that's really important because today they don't really have a space to do that. And now we're in the heart of the home, the kitchen. In this space, our volunteers and our kids will be able to prepare meals and learn the importance of nutrition. Imagine with me an open kitchen concept where you can see right into the dining room. And now we're on the second floor. This is going to be a full bathroom with a housing space for missionaries and student interns that will be helping in the home. And also on the second floor, we have 2 rooms with a lot of potential. In these spaces, we can offer community classes, have it set up for playrooms, multimedia rooms, anything that the community needs these rooms for multi-purposely, we can use it. And here is our expansion piece. This is our biggest project, but when it's done, it's gonna look amazing. Imagine this coming out 25 to 30 feet and nothing but space for the kids to sit and do their homework, get tutoring, have computers, everything. I can see a few bean bags, some desk stuff, so the sky's the limit. We didn't get a chance to see the whole entire house, but I hope this helps paint a picture of how big and important this project really is.
God has given us an opportunity to now take a more full-time approach to reaching young people, students, in more ways than just Sunday. And really, the concept of the church of today is that we believe that our children are the church of today. Because if we wait until tomorrow, it could be too late. And obviously, there's truth in saying that our kids are the future church and the future leaders. But what if we look at it from a perspective of empowering our kids to be leaders today, the church of today, and not waiting until they're older to start making an impact?
And so as former youth pastors, we've seen that we've been kind of reactive to our youth, and we try to deal with things on the back end too many times. So for us, we want to be proactive. We want to build a generation that will continue to inspire future generations to come. And we're going to start with what we have. And what we have are three things. One, we have a house. Two, we have a church family that's passionate about children and students. And three, we serve a God that loves these kids and families even more than we do. And He wants to embrace them today. And what's beautiful about this project is that we don't have to do this alone and try to reinvent the wheel. We have some amazing partners that share the same values as us, and we're excited to see how that all works out in the long run.
Hi, I'm Pat Schwartz. I'm the Executive Director at Love in the Name of Christ of Lake County. Love Inc. exists to really work with churches to be the hands and feet of Christ in the community. And so we do that by starting with conversations with people. People are calling us for things, for physical things. And we're happy to provide those. And we do that on a regular basis. Several hundred families a year. 300 beds will be given out this year to people that don't have them. And but we use that as an opportunity to get to know people a little bit better and hopefully bring them along in a relationship where we can start to really earn their trust and speak into their lives. And ultimately, we hope to get them into what we call our New Hope Ministry classes, community classes that are offered in a couple of the suburbs. And in those classes, it starts with learning or relearning who God made you to be and the potential that He instilled in you. And from there, once you have that belief and that understanding, all things are possible. I'm really excited to be partnering with Vertical Encounter. Yeah, one of the things I think is so incredible is the Church of Today that you're organizing. So we want to try to come alongside in ways we can for that. We're going to try to find some people that can help out with some of the construction on that for you. And when it's up and running, some of the life skill classes that we have are ways that we might be able to feed into your community to help further the growth of people, both in their walk with Christ, but just in their own personal lives to make things better. Again, I think it's just an amazing thing that you guys are doing, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Hello, my name is Laura Rios, and I'm the Program Director with Waukegan 2 College. We work with students as young as 5th grade, preparing them for college. We have students who come in monthly to meet with an advisor. We offer workshops. We offer college visits for the whole family, not just the student. We offer opportunities for field trips. We partner with corporations for career exploration. And we also work very hard to make sure that in the summer, kids continue to learn. And so we help students find marvelous summer camp opportunities on college campuses. We help students beginning in the 11th grade to start that college application process. So we are helping with ACT prep. We are helping with college applications. We have Scholarship Club that just started last week. So our seniors get to start looking and applying for scholarships at the beginning of the school year. We are very proud in partnering with Church of Today. We are excited about the vision, and Waukegan 2 College hopes to be a part of that vision and part of that journey with you.
Hi, my name is David Scheffler, and I'm a financial associate with Thrivent Financial. Some of you may have never heard of Thrivent, and that's okay. We're a Fortune 500 organization and a fraternal society organization that serves more than 2 million Christians. Thrivent has been around for nearly 120 years, helping families and communities all across America, and has been named one of the world's most ethical companies for the last 8 years. As an organization, Thrivent's committed to fulfilling its mission of helping people be wise with money and to live generously. I believe that generosity fuels communities and helps put into perspective the power of being financially literate and responsible. I'm really excited to find ways to continue doing this in the Waukegan area through the Church of Today project.
So I want you to imagine a house where kids can come and do their homework, get some tutoring, find mentorship, eat a meal, where kids can come to learn how to grow and prepare their own food, learn about college at an early age, learn how to manage their finances and their money early on, where kids can come and discover their gifts and their talents, maybe through things like multimedia training and other programs, and then use those gifts, use those talents to help the community.
On top of that, imagine kids learning about God's Word and accepting Christ into their heart and taking the gospel back to their families, back to their schools. And little by little, we begin to see the church multiply in an unlikely way through the most unlikely people, our students.
Listen, the Church of Today project is coming. And we're going to be launching this first project in the year 2021. And we believe it's going to take all of us to do this, because God has called me and you to impact this generation right now. Our kids are the Church of Today. Because remember, sometimes if we wait until tomorrow, it's too late.